gets out of this one. Throws near side.
Welcome to Sorry Spitfire Speak. Now, the Bengals lost to the Chiefs 30-12, and yes, it's only a preseason game, but there were some discouraging signs, like the fact that they allowed over 200 yards rushing, they allowed 4 touchdowns passing, they couldn't score a touchdown themselves. But what we're all looking for most closely is the play of the offensive line. John, what did you see?
So the Bengals decided to get confident with their offensive line against a much tougher defensive line in Kansas City. And I kind of prefaced this in my film article over the past week, how this would be a lot more of a tougher test for the Bengals offensive line going up against Kansas City's defensive line. And, you know, it kind of showed. Like, Dalton was forced out of the pocket a lot more. He was touched a lot more. He was sacked a few times. And they just didn't look as efficient going up against Kansas City's defensive line. And I think somewhere in between of what you saw against Tampa and what you saw against Kansas City is going to be the overall performance of this offensive line. You're not going to have sustained, consistent success against competent pass rushing teams like Kansas City has. And I think that's going to be a challenge that they're just going to have to overcome during the season if they want to be successful.
Now, Jordan, you and I had some concerns about the defense after the Bucs game. Of course, we're all hoping Sean Williams is going to be okay. That's the biggest thing on our mind right now. But what kind of performance did you see from the defense as a whole?
I think overall it was a lackadaisical performance by few. If you look at it, I feel like there's like 4 or 5 guys out there who are just, you know, going full speed, 100%. And then there's some other guys who just really aren't into it. And that includes our defensive backs. I mean, I feel like there's so many open zone coverages. I mean, when Alex Smith and a rookie are picking you apart, going up and down the field, that's worrisome. Especially all the missed tackles we had. There were so many, and especially the sack opportunities. I mean, there were like 4 or 5 times that we could have easily sacked the quarterback, but we just could not get a hold of him. And when you have the chance to, you know, get a 5 to 10 yard loss on a play, and instead they escape and then turn it into a 10-yard gain for a first down, those are the plays that completely shift the momentum and kill you.
Speaking of killing you, Chris Smith had his first sack of the preseason. That was nice to see. And it was nice to see Joe Mixon get carries in the first quarter. So some encouraging signs there. Hopefully we see more encouraging signs in the Bengals next preseason game against the Washington team on August 27. Don't forget to check out our highlights show, The Action 5, and to follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. So long, this week, guys.